And moving on, the Supreme Court will today hear N. Srinivasan's plea to reinstate him as the BCCI president. Srinivasan had filed an interim application appealing to the Supreme Court to reinstate him as BCCI president. Meanwhile, the petitioner in the IPL corruption case, Aditya Verma of the Cricket Association of Bihar, will file a contempt petition against Srinivasan for flouting court orders. Verma alleged that Srinivasan had defied the top court by secretly meeting Chennai Super Kings and top officials in Ranchi on May 13th. In his appeal on Wednesday, Srinivasan has said that his unceremonious exclusion was too drastic a step and is extremely harsh. Srinivasan wants to be reinstated as BCCI president till his term expires in September this year. Srinivasan is also scheduled to become the first chairman of the new-look International Cricket Council from July. And N. Srinivasan seems clearly desperate to ensure that he can get into the top ranks of the BCCI once again. Now, the Supreme Court is all set to hear his plea, wherein Srinivasan has appealed to the Supreme Court to reinstate him as the BCCI president, terming it too harsh a punishment. Besides that, of course, keeping in mind that he is all set to take up the mantle of the ICC, this is definitely not great publicity for N. Srinivasan. It will be interesting to see if the Supreme Court will go against their previous order and actually ensure that Srinivasan can be reinstated as the BCCI president. Meanwhile, in what could come as more trouble for the beleaguered former BCCI chief, the Aditya Verma, who was the petitioner in the case, has gone on to allege that Srinivasan flouted SC's orders by going ahead and meeting with top officials as well as the Chennai Super Kings team in Ranchi on May 13th. So we will have to wait and watch to see if the Supreme Court takes that into consideration as well. There's no word on whether, in fact, Aditya Verma has any sort of proof to back his claim. Well, it's once again D-Day for N. Srinivasan. He's been facing quite a bit of a backlash of the IPL corruption case, and time and again he has been fighting the order which in fact stopped him from taking up his duties as the BCCI chief. So we will have to wait and watch to see if the Supreme Court this time around gives him some sort of a breather.